O God of our universe and God of our hearts, today we honor mothers. Those beautiful, strong, exhausted, harried mothers. Those fierce mama bear mothers. Those quiet and calm mothers. Those creative, resourceful, anxious, and imperfect mothers. We thank you for them. We thank you for all those who show maternal love, women of all kinds who pastor, mentor, teach, counsel, and coach, who support and guide without any special titles or accolades. Foster parents, neighbors, youth workers, Sunday school volunteers, and social workers. God sees you, for it does indeed take a village to raise a child. O God, who met Hagar in the desert, who sees our deepest needs and hurts, if you are truly El Roy, the God who sees, then we must believe that women who were once labeled historically as barren, who yearn for a child to be in their arms, to channel their hearts to raise another life, or to fulfill a story they always thought would be theirs. God sees you, and He sees you as a garden. Your deep and unrelenting desire to nurture something beyond yourselves can inspire us all to ask what our calling is. Mothers who have passed on, leaving a legacy of love and sacrifice. God saw you and still sees you, even though a hole has been left in our hearts, which only He can fill. Mothers who are domestic helpers, often holding other people's children while longing to be cuddling your own. God sees you, and He sees your hard work, your loneliness, and your painful sacrifice. Mothers who have lost their children to violence, to oppression, to suicide, to poverty, to pregnancy loss or stillbirth. God sees you. For though our days are numbered, some numbers seem far too short. Mothers who pray desperately in the darkness for sick children, those losing children to disease, addiction, or mental illness. God sees you. And we are all moved by your desperation and your relentless faith. Mothers of children with disabilities and special needs, who fight to the point of exhaustion for the world to see and appreciate the individual differences and both the challenges and strengths of your children. God sees you, and He knows all the complexities of what you carry. Mothers who are parenting alone, logistically, emotionally, spiritually. Those who are living in contentious, lonely, or painful situations, in partnerships or households that are dangerous or abusive. God sees you, and He wants protection, liberation, and healing for you. For mothers who seek freedom, who seek empowerment, who seek a better life for their children than the disempowering situations they may find themselves in. God sees you. For courage and tenacity will be your legacy. And for those of us whose mothers left us, or who left this earth due to absence, abandonment, unreadiness to parent, or tragedy, God sees you and your unmet needs, your unanswered questions, and how you can long for someone you barely knew. And for those of us whose mothers who were or are not whole enough to nurture or be present in the way we needed, God sees you, because your grief and your steps towards acceptance and eventual release are an act which is holy and sacred. And if we are seen, then what of this? What happens when you see us, O God? Is it that look of disappointment when we're caught not measuring up? Is it merely that casual glance we give others on the MTR when they get up and we take their seat? Or is it the deepest of acknowledgement, of being known and understood, of weeping with, laughing with, standing with, and being with? Is it both the feeling of the tightest hug and the most expansive release at the same time? Is it seeing me with my past and all that led to where I am now, all that I am currently carrying, and all that will be in your grand and eternal design? Is it both seeing me in my infinite uniqueness and nuances, and also seeing all those around me in their circumstances, a radiant collective portrait of you? I know not with any certainty what it means to be seen. I only know that sometimes I am with someone, and our interactions, in those interactions, I feel your sight of me. Or when you speak directly to me in the most rare but intimate of moments, that I feel it deep in my cells and in my spaces. Your heart for me and for us. That which is called grace, abiding faithfulness, love. And we will open our mouths and allow you to feed us this love, that we may in turn feed others with abundance and hope.